Hello there, Lynx here, and welcome to Future Perfect, a game from 2017. I'm not sure if I had this that long on the PC, but... well, it's been a while since it's been released, but... let's check it out. Wow. I shouldn't be here. Okay, can we... we can save? Alright. Anyway. My life has been nothing but an ongoing succession of starts and ends. My life was good. It started like anybody else's. I survived childhood and my teenage was as mentally healthy as a couple of mediocre parents, and conformism allowed. Until I found a motive, a path to follow, a purpose to push destiny to achieve completeness. I went through the motions, went to school, graduated with honors, and started the social ladder. Got the projects, the results, and the offices with comfortable chairs and meeting rooms to sit next to peers and compare suits and ties. I did everything, until my turn to grasp the power was at hand. And the new projects came in. And along better results came buildings and facilities to replace the offices. And the friends, following my footsteps, joined to start an even bigger, more ambitious project. To save humanity! But is humanity worth saving? No, is it? I served queens and kings until I made my own empire. And no violence was required at that. Nice. The solution to all of our problems was presented, passed, and signed by all the governments. Get rid of politicians in Poland. Would be nice. The space industry provided metallic hydrogen and 38 gas, everything you can possibly imagine. And the project kicked off. My legacy for the future, humanity's salvation, was ready to start. I mean, Poland's salvation would be to get rid of the government that is here right now. Yeah. The solution was sung and celebrated. The power behind all thrones gathered to congratulate me on my victory. And you know, get there someone who actually knows what they are doing, and not just a bunch of uneducated people where some of them don't even have any professional experience at all, which is crazy. I think the financial guy has like no experience, which is wow. Anyway, that's when everything started. Games lately make me talk about the freaking politics. That's not good. We shouldn't get there. The solution encompassed 3 conjoined projects. Whole 3. That's crazy. Intercoms between space stations and on-orbit platforms would allow for a shield to be transmitted. I need to remember to get the volume of the game a bit lower, because there's actually singing. Using the same DARPA technology developed in Alaska and Tunguska, mixing metal and gas. Colonization and private space minery were the key. The revenue those divisions produced allowed me to move on without answering to any economy, bank or government. There were no obstacles and our facilities were home to limitless creations. Just the extraction of the V8 gas drove the world's economy ahead. Social stability was at its highest in all of human history. The consortium had accomplished its mission, the Biodiversity Conservation Program. I was a complete person. The opportunity to leave a legacy, to inherit both, something tangible and something to be carried in a whole generation's memory. I had helped shaping a new civilization. My life's project was about taking life to other planets, along with our civilization and the entire biota of our planet into a new home. The news on the crash spread fear and terror in the whole world. As it usually happens, chaos and tragedy spread. Extreme violence as the eternal reminder that our nature, doomed to self-destruction. Pretty much, yeah. We've never come to admit that. It is our tendency to kill ourselves, to attack each other. Yeah, unfortunately, to look ahead and envy what others have. This envy turns into hate and will take what isn't ours at the first chance. That's why we live in a constant paranoia. We know perfectly what we're capable of. I never had any children. Same. But I know that if two babies are left with a single toy, one will eventually hit the other. Is that so? Maybe. We were able to contain the violence and terror caused by the news on the collision when we announced hope. When we told the people that there was still a chance, not only to be saved, but even to redeem ourselves, to sail in a saving ark and getting somewhere new. A place where everything would start over and where all sins would be forgiven. Magically, calmness came. Everybody started behaving. Everyone wanted to be on the list. A ticket to forgiveness and redemption from any atrocity ever committed in the name of fear. My dog just got up. Ignorance, hunger, or any other excuse. That's what happens when you see death up close and you haven't gotten around the idea of dying. Fortunately, I never got to be so frightened. I knew I'd die someday, just like everybody else. I had to say it every day, so there I was, ready for the trip. Covered by wires, cold tubes, and with needles on my skin. And I worked so hard in my life that in my final dwelling, I was only surrounded by nurses and doctors. No family there. I spent so much money on my doctors and nurses' children that all of their education became secured for life. How come it didn't occur to me to bring all of those children to my dying bed and take a few pictures, so as to look like I had a protective and paternal side? That would have raised the stocks. I was thinking about something like that. Until everything became calm. I felt tired, just as I'd always imagined. The endless sleep, a strange feeling ran along my body. It was neither fear nor a shiver. It was something new and completely different to everything I knew. It came from my chest and crept rapidly under my skin. And all lights went ablaze. I felt dizzy. I knew I was walking, but I couldn't feel the ground beneath. Light. No cold or heat. Only a soft light with no dazzle. Suddenly love, music, perhaps an oboe. Then a smell. The smell of my grandma's kitchen. Oh, I hope not. Have I explained this before? I might have. I really did not like the cooking of one of my grandmas. I really did not like it. Anyway, she's up ahead this life coming back from school. She welcomes me. And after that, I can't see anything. I can't hear anything. Nothing. I can't recall anything else. Oh, because you were chasing after basically work constantly, right? I shouldn't be here. Dr. Mahmoud Sen is freaking hot! And the wrong voice now that I think about it. Well, how many times do I have to tell you this, girl? Oh. Okay, so it's not... Okay. How many times do I have to tell you this, girl? How many more times is it necessary to listen to this tale? Just to compare it to the previous one, and the previous one, and the previous one in order to look for synapse failure, or cortex failure, or neural failure. It's obvious that you know who I am, or you wouldn't have gone all the trouble of running so many expensive procedures to restart me. Or this can be called some kind of poor rehab. That's a good rehab. This is a procedure agreed by the current council. I'm sorry if there is any inconvenience. Oh, sorry. This is the procedure agreed by the current council. I'm sorry if there is any inconvenience. Wait, are you like holding only my head or something? It's pretty clear this upsets you. It's just I have to follow the procedure to protocol demands. It is in the best interest of the council that you be rehabilitated and put back in the position where you belong. The previous interview was the last one. End recording. End of recording. State, name, and rank. Holy crap. This is some gun world, yo. Did you read the gun? It's so good. Dr. Stephanie Gwen, Institute of Cryopsychiatrics, Restoration Division. Holy crap. Project, Final Solution. Dr. Amundsen, have you wondered why the tunnel ends so abruptly? At that moment, do you realize you had unfinished affairs, and that's the reason why your vision stops? Do you take the decision to come back? No. My brain produces serotonin and endorphin during cryogenesis. These hormones activate my cortex and provided a mix of memories. Those were images imprinted to the same mix of chemicals decades prior. You, Dr. Stefan, were born in space. Your parents must have conceived you in the gestation pods when authorized by the protocol. They must have been 40 years of age. We have been traveling through space for 60 years now. We are in the future. I'm amazed by your question about my tunnel vision and unfinished affairs. I'm concerned that you people, after having left Earth so many decades ago, still have religious percepts. I thought the future would take that away. In your days, during your generation, there was faith too, wasn't there? Faith and religion are not the same, that's true. And sure, both were present. There were too many religions. In fact, that was the problem. Religions that demanded blind obedience and handled by violent humans. That's so true. If human beings still like that these days, I shouldn't be here. Interesting. How many times I've heard that same phrase from you these past few days? Weeks. I've been interrogated for 3 weeks. 21 days repeating my memories, Dr. Stefan, and I barely know you. Amuse me on this day while I wait for my next cryopsychiatric interview, if you will. Disclose something about you, child. And wait, stop. It was whatever. I think she said that. Whatever. Entertain this poor old bodiless man who has nothing left but a fistful of memories while living drowned in synthetic amnesia. How is it that such an early age you are head of the Institute for Neurocryogenics and the Restoration Division? That's not how we were supposed to write this for sure. Restoration or something, right? You're not a poor old man, sir. You saved humanity. Your vision did it. All the projects you led took humanity, each person on Earth, into systemized evacuation. No one was left behind when we had to find a new home because the collision was about to destroy our planet. My father was one of the chosen people of culture and brought with him images of the information networks of then. He was chosen to come along with the rest of the crew in Station 1 because of his knowledge, loyalty, and capability to address problems using knowledge and not violence. We, the descendants, are the actual crew since our parents' generation had pre-established chores to fulfill. One of those chores was educating the next generation. That's why I was only focused and prepared for in my profession since childhood. All of us in Station 1, where intelligence and peace rule, are productive for the future thanks to you, who saved our predecessors. I've never turned down on flattery. I'm pretty much a selfish person. But to credit only me is not just unfair, but also wrong. There were many, too many good people, all of them using their talent and determination to preserve our civilization. That was our only goal, and it took all of our time and energy. Sir, when all of you knew, there will be a catastrophe, global destruction. How do you face that fear? Remember, all the scientists and so on. If there is something like that happening, don't let the politics on board. Really, don't. Also, the religious movements, don't let them on as well. The heads of them, and such. Really bad decision taking them on. How do you decide what you would do? Here, since childhood, our parents and ourselves have seen all the files on those troubled times. You all were the changed generation. We all have been raised down to understand we owe you everything. We have respected and almost worshipped your names, your images. Your very image, sir. Can you imagine how honored I felt when I learned I'd direct your rehabilitation? In all of the other stations, wherever political government stands, there is overpopulation, poverty and hunger, and extreme violence. Of course. Those stations are infested with people who rejected rules and order. For we developed meal recycling and covered their basic needs, they make senseless requests. They have used resources to create weaponry and now deal with arms. Of course they did. Oh my god, humanity sucks. To attack each other. An inevitable war station is up. Dr. Wayne. Ooh, hello there. Please report to your duties. Your medical inquiry has finished. As requested, Government Core, sir. Have a good day. Have a good day, Mr. Amundsen, sir. See you tomorrow, Doctor. I'm looking forward to passing your tests. Good day or night, or yeah. If you ever agree to grant the transportation gear for me, we'd be able to take the afternoon tea together so I can tell what time it is. You know, governant in turn. I certainly enjoy to have a less uptight kind of chat. So, shut down the filters. When am I going to get out of this? I know the protocol, I wrote it. 10 days go. You are certain I'm not deranged by spending 60 years in cryogenic status. I've been awake for 10 days now. You can already tell that I'm not deranged by being frozen for 60 years. I will not be a risk. I know the procedure didn't go bad because I designed it. I'm aware I've been woken up before the set time for arrival in Primus 4. I know all of you. Technicians are doubling shifts to assist me. Sorry, doubling. And that's so against the very protocol you're supposed to never fail to comply. I understand my exosuit is not ready to cause you. To this day, haven't come around to change my connections. And I've noticed you're hiding all foreign politics news from me. That's why you leave me my interviewer out when touchy subjects come across. Government turned core, it's time for you to be completely honest to me. How bad are things? Remember, as bad as I look, I've already gone through this. Huh? It's no new thing to fix problems amongst nations. Your replacement, Exo, it's ready! I came to inform that. The exosuit that was meant for you was destroyed 43 years ago.
Back then, the station suffered a separatist attack and their bombs hit the medical warehouse. What the fuck? We, our predecessors, resisted and endured, and there's a good reason to have retained you this much. Soon I'll show the news, but they are not good. The tech crew are ready to get you rigged. Please allow me to report to you, sir, while they do their job. Nobody but us knows you have been reinstaurated at your position. The truth is, sir, we alone decided to wake you up because we need you. Not only are you a legend or mandatory reading at school.
It's a ping pong sound. Like
you are an answer we've been needing for too long now. We, the educated, are hated for being isolated from all the other nations. They hate us and attack us, blaming their self-produced problems on us just because we can't solve them. They never followed the rules of survival and produced without control.
Just like right now.
In these times, there are diseases we'd never seen.
And back to the earlier thing, the reproducing part. The Polish government actually tries to get Polish people to do more of children, which is... Ugh. Yeah, but the thing is, it's not worth it in Poland. As well. Anyway,
in these times, there are diseases we'd never seen.
Okay.
As a student, me and my classmates were savagely attacked. Almost 30 of my classmates died by lynch mobs, yeah. Going to school was their crime. And we weren't even 15 years old. The worst attacks were on the stations. All sorts of facilities belonging to what they called the system were toppled. There is chaos now, and it's getting worse every single day. Human nature is inevitable, and soon enough nations will strike one on another. In fact, they are already preparing, aiming at each other as we speak. They can't even comprehend that war will eliminate us all.
Doctor, you mentioned some senseless requests. What do they want?
The most outrageous request is to arrive early in Primus 4. They think that in the new world they will live comfortably. They don't understand that Primus 4 is where the hard work will start.
Yeah, because there's nothing there, right? It's only obvious.
That even if the new planet has liquid water, vegetable and animal life will be set by us there. That the new civilization will be built from its very foundations. Adults today will be 25 years older by the time we reach the new orbit. Many leaders who now lie and tease their people will not even be alive then.
Good.
Sir, you are our only chance to survive.
Yara yara. Even though nothing turned out as the order of the camp and I had planned, not everything is lost. Is that really this exosuit?
It doesn't look too good.
The order of the cap, sir. And by that I mean it looks kind of still dangerous for him.
Could you clarify on that subject?
Take me to the cryo hall.
Sir, if I may.
No, Tanya. While we get there, I'll tell you everything you need to know.
Sir, yes, sir. Gazzy, Jones, Ortiz, stay in positions. We'll be back soon. Let's go down through the maintenance. No one's been there for years.
Before the nation's conglomerate. Before the powerful governments and even more powerful companies united. The solution was conceived in a single cafeteria table at a prestigious university. By a group of students living off scholarships, young and from humble origins, needing outstanding grades and part-time jobs.
Sir, you mean the 5?
It is correct. We were the five. No powerful surnames or other extra benefits other than hard and well-planned work. We developed the idea of changing the world supported only by gallons of coffee and energy drinks. We planned the whole thing. From the academy achievement to business positioning and the eventual social ladder. And every time something or someone threatened our plan, we solved and kept moving forward. Anything worthy comes at a price. Problems make people surrender, either rich or poor. We never stopped. Governant, doctor. You haven't mentioned any of the directors I shared the icebox with. I fear and suspect some unexpected event occurred and altered the status quo. Is it because the directors are not available? When we, the five, choose to go into cryo, doctors McGarth and Kadembe were in charge. Exceptionally brilliant woman. I don't understand what may have gone wrong when my friends and I went to sleep, but we shouldn't have done it. Level 317, Preservation Tower 2, Sub-Basement, Astarte District, 27 Space Station Nauru. Reserve of Scholar Citizens and Central Defense Base of Nazayas. Welcome, Director Amundsen.
We're here. Sir, it will not be easy. Be strong. We need you. When my parents were students, there was a religious invasion from Satellite Station 38.
Of course there was.
The attackers did not understand we couldn't give them equal education at their station.
Wait, religious movement wanted actual education? What? No, I won't believe that.
Their government spent all the budgets, food, school services on weaponry.
That I will believe.
I found out about this when I was very young. I used to think they were not bad people, only desperate, hopeless, aimless. Idiots. Soon I changed my mind. Equal wars people have been raised in every station. So they attacked this facility and our ascendants defended. They bravely guarded all of you five. On that day my parents met. Each brought a portable freezing unit. They removed your pod without proper protection, but they were able to wire your back. The hydrometal contention box failed.
Sorry, doggo woke up.
Mom lost her hands and Dad lost his sight. A young professor barely got to safety just when a set of 316 anti-amperage was being detonated. There was no energy, but he was smart, so he decided to go and plug the remaining portable unit to the mainframe servers. The yottabytes in those racks could perfectly storage the consciousness from the other pods. He couldn't save the heads, but he saved the minds. Oh my god.
Is it even possible? But... And the decompression?
How was he able to shut the flux differentiation? How did he do it? Sir, the idea was brilliant, but Professor Guerzo, he couldn't avoid defreezing. He tried to connect them to the servers, yes, and get them connected at a high price. He didn't have a protection suit either, but even like that, he managed to carry and plug 2 pods with his bare hands. Only Dr. Kern was saved. Dr. Vasquez's pod was severely damaged from the blast. Losing synthetic amnio, he was already dying. The flux covered and freezed all living tissue, killing them on the spot. And they've remained here as a terribly sad monument to strength during adversity.
Oh. 3 of my friends are dead because of those we saved. The friend I love the most was saved by a good man I never met. A man who was born after this station left Earth, to whom in a few seconds I've come to deeply admire. Your parents met here for the first time, but you haven't told me how they became a couple. Tell me. It's loud.
They both started physical therapy, but with the economical crisis.
This again?
There was no possible way to give them any kind of prosthesis until 6 years later. Determined as they were, they did not stop their education. He learned to be my mom's hands, and she became my dad's eyes. That made the bond. When the prosthetic limbs finally came, they were happier.
Well, obviously.
But only a little happier. They already had each other. And now that they earned the right of spare time, I've seen them taking their prosthesis off to cuddle in silence for a while.
Wait, I mean, she like got off the arms and he would like plop his eyes out or something like that?
Okay. They once told me that's how they heal each other.
Moving indeed. I let my ideals lead by my life. I've never had the time to cuddle. Poor Dr. Amundsen. I feel so stupid because of that right now. So much power. So many goals and never had the time to. Anyway. Could you show me Dr. Kuan?
Activate energy crossing. Substation 2, panels 4 to 12. Authorizing. Stabilize, retrofit and static. Commence. Commencing. Sir, you're not wrong about how extensive the protocol applied to your questioning was. But if you will please forgive us, there was a logical reason to go through it. Dr. Quam has to be set in energy safe mode to be kept calm and at ease and alive. His transition was not easy. His mind lives inside of this machine. You can run the assessment yourself. We'll leave you two in privacy now. Sir, it's been an honor.
My girls, the honor is mine. Also, I mean, we've been given some good views, so thank you for everything. Kuan. My voice is different, but I am Amundsen. It's me, my old friend.
Amundsen, I once met one Amundsen? Are you him?
I am.
How can I tell it is you and you are not another you?
Ask something only I can answer.
Something that only you... I once met an Amundsen. I'm hungry. Something only you can answer. It obviously has to be something I do know. It doesn't make no sense at all to make you something I'm not aware of. Even so, I'm hungry, so hungry, and also I feel like sleeping. I'm pretty sure there was a cat around. The lights go down, but I can't sleep. Why do you look like that? No. Friend, what have I done to you? I used to have a cat who was hungry in the dark. It had no shoes, and my cat, it died long ago. They leave me alone, all alone. Get me out of here. I've been here for decades. I know it's because my mind sees the calendar in the machine where my mind is. In the darkness, in oblivion, I want to cry so hard, and my body itches.
Kuan, Ask the question.
Alright, the question. Something only you and I know. Yes, yes, you and me. If you are you, tell me, you. Tell me. Friend. Brother. From another mother. Why? Why is humanity still in existence?
Because we failed. Nothing came out as planned.
Holy crap, it was to eliminate them. Oh boy. You are you. Friend. Oh, have I missed you? Where were you?
Halfway my own death.
Yeah, I know the feeling.
Easy, old friend. I got this.
You always solved everything.
I will be back soon. Have some rest. The ping pong again. Governant, doctor, you must know the whole truth before trying to save what's unsalvageable. I might as well offer my motivations first. However, you witnessed the atrocity of human nature, even at a worse level than I did it myself. Much worse. Now I feel shame about telling you my life so many times. A life in which I lived as happily and plainly as I allowed myself to. I had many chances, I seized most of them. But you've had nothing but responsibilities. You have only followed orders and accomplished duties with honor. And those who preceded you did the same. What honor is there in changing the world only to see your selfishness destroy it all? What honor is there in sacrificing your dreams only to see the future? And to have brave and bold ones pay with their lives for your dream. Never in my life did I feel guilt. Until today. Until today that I listened to the wrong image you have of me. Until the day that I know your stories, your lives. Today, my girls, I will make up for that. I will give you the first choice in your lives. Over that coffee table, college students full of the brown liquid came up with an idea derived from our notion of humanity. We knew that the whole planet was coming to social-political crisis. It does happen now. Humanity didn't suffer the same ailments it suffers now. We turned to the guides our civilization would need in the future. And so we did. Many good deeds came from us before the collision came. After that, when facing danger, we're frightened and pressured. Tell me, don't hold your truth back. Based on the books, on the stories you heard, on the things you've lived. Do you think the idea of shipping humanity into the stars with no resources was sound to begin with? Did you ever question the decision? Is there a way to make the whole planet work without a planet?
No, I understand how you people plan to make this work. Everyone in this ship questioned that. That's exactly why we are here. That's why you're here, sir, because we need a solution. It was humane, but also a mistake to save us like this. Tactically, you could say it is a bad plan. No economy is self-sufficient if there is nothing to sustain from. Even if a piece of the planet were rescued, what is it worth for? Without an atmosphere, there are no seasons. And how were you expecting to harvest food for 8 billion in Australia?
Really? You don't see the answer? It wasn't all of them.
It didn't work for anything at all. They just changed that way from us. Full of nothing and with residual radiation. And what will we do about Australia once we take it to a dwarf planet, such as Primus 4? To put it in orbit? Sir, what the hell were you thinking? You didn't solve anything. You just prolonged agony.
I'm pleased to listen to your thoughts. I value honesty highly. All of this, all that is wrong. Was not a part of the plan. I still don't know who made a mistake, disobeyed an order, or what happened, but the solution was absolutely brutal. Nonetheless, it was a perfect plan for a perfect future. All the technology for transport, maintenance, food production, the animal genetic pool. Everything is in the station for a reason. It was for the citizens, yes, but not for everyone. The solution applied by the Five was simple. We would flee. The consortium had been controlling governments, information, economy, climatic changes for years. Even before knowing about the collision, we'd already started space colonization. Everything was ready to go to nearby planets, to get out of here. Suddenly, the world's end was at hand, and there was something better to do. We would save our civilization. The world sank into horror and cold when it learned about the collision. When we announced the solution, everyone cheered. But 2 decades prior, we already knew it all. We prepared each step carefully, all the necessary stuff, the potential obstacles. And we feared humanity. Because it's violent. Because it doesn't rationalize. We detained everyone who needed restraint, silenced everyone who needed prudence. This is why we made the inhabitants' record, to know who we should take and who we should leave. I've already told you, we would save out civilization. Yes, it sounds inhumane. But what is humanity? Selfishness and self-preservation. The average individual is capable of terrible things when it comes down to survival. We don't think about the society, neighbors, much less the species. We are capable of killing with no limit or remorse. Shielded by ideals that most of the times are wrong and not our own. We are cold-blooded and kill while dying just because someone told them to kill in the name of some deity. Okay, but basically, let's face it, humanity is trash. That's the basic idea. That is terrible. That is gruesome. You know so. You've lived through it. Who in his right mind would take those people, let's not say to another planet, even in their car? Yeah, I wouldn't. It was clear for us that only the most apt would be allowed to come. Those with the best results in thorough behavioral and cultural tests. Even so, cautions were taken in case anyone ran amok, because it's inevitable. This is why we developed the brain chip technology, so we could monitor everyone. Holy crap, this is really good. We were aware that creativity depends on freedom, that there would be criticism and protest. And we would let that happen. We'd already allowed it for decades. You take something off, then you let them complain. You let them scream their lungs out in discontent. Then you give back a little of what you took and disguise it as negotiation. Every single state was preconceived. Anyways, the populace always complains about the same. Don't give me this, don't give me that. During our first years controlling the world, we tolerated it. This is why we made first world countries, where citizens get everything. The good living, freedom of speech, being creative, politically correct in order to improve their surroundings. This is why Ireland had almost zero violence. The best means of control is to hand in the illusion of freedom. That's how the small social group takes care of itself and reproduces carefully. That experiment was very successful. We only had to repeat the experiment in every nation and choose the best individuals without anyone knowing.
Nobody knows. How is that even possible?
Getting everyone aboard, that's why there was room for every human in all the other stations. At the time of sailing, everything goes well, everyone is welcome to salvation. People see this and share it on social networks. I don't know if this social networks thing still exists here, but that saves a lot of trouble, and everybody comes. Furthermore, they will come gladly and in a hurry. We wouldn't leave them to see us set flight, that's too cruel. They'd die sedated in the ships. We are humane. Also, considering our budget, it was not necessary to show the whole project. A small price to pay in exchange of saving everything that had been at risk. Only one non-thinking person is enough to start a mob if there is a reason to become enraged. And we know they'd be capable of killing the chosen ones, regardless of killing the whole species by doing this. With everything figured out. Remember that the chosen ones knew 6 years ago that they'd never get to see the new planet. We chose people with the right profile to strive and keep the gears running for their descendants. Even couples that didn't desire or couldn't have children had the choice of being cloned in order to safeguard their genetic pool. This way, the next generation would end the trip at the right age to have their own children. And that means to restart life in their home, new home. This is why we wanted to stay alive. Yes, the ego had to see. It was the right idea. You are an example of that. You were educated to believe in us and to follow our advice. Our image would guide and inspire, and also watch the citizens that would someday find the new civilization. Vasquez even said that the five would be God overseeing our new Eden. Only this way could our biodiversity be saved. Our error was to enter the cryo before sailing. After that, I know what happened, but it's not important anymore. What really matters is that I will stick to my word. You have demonstrated that we did not make a mistake by choosing your predecessors. You have followed your instincts and education to stay safe. You've protected the station and all of its inhabitants. I've been in the station for 21 days. Evidently no one in the staff but the people you chose knew about this. We're proud of you. This is my commitment and my gift for you. All the gear designed to run the solution is still intact inside the ship. The gift I give to you is the chance to choose. Making quick math, there are roughly 10 million people here, right?
Actually, fewer than that. After so many incidents, we barely passed the 8 million. Is that serious? We have to eliminate...
No. You can choose if you want to save our civilization or not. You now have the opportunity to choose whether you want to do it or not. To save the best part of our species. You can choose to live another life. Not without responsibility, of course, but without fear of humans. You can choose what we, the old ones, wanted for you and the upcoming generations. A perfect future. If you take our gift, you decide to take it, you will also be generous to us 5, not just to me. You will finish what we started. You will grant us a happy ending. We will be able to rest in peace.
What are you talking about? That body is only for transition. It can be improved. You can live to see your accomplishments. Your plan was to guide us. You can still do it. You must do it. You can't leave us alone. The promise of making it to another world, where you would guide us, gave us strength. That's why we didn't give up. Everyone in the station knows that in a few decades, you 5 will be there.
The civilization rests in good hands. I can make it all the way with you. The server source Kuan used to run certain commands. I must stay here to execute the solution. Be consoled. I will leave a message for the citizens. I will leave a message for all of you. Never say anything about this, ever. Do not write it, tape it, or record it anyhow. This is an order. Let them go through space with the idea that we are in cryo. What you're about to witness today is more than enough. Once in Primus 4, when you are safe, you will broadcast my last message. And all generations to come will study it.
You already knew what our answer would be, right? Did you always know it? For the last 21 days?
I am old. Leave. love, and joy. And when you come to my age, you will know the answer. Go. Don't say anything. Don't even think anything. When the incident happens, you will react with surprise and fear, and you will not fake these feelings. Put up a team and have a clear conscience. Just think about what you are saving, just the way you've done until now. And stop thinking about what shouldn't have been saved. Put that out of your mind. It's an order.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Helmut said.
Thank you. Okay, so they walked away.
Good morning, Doctor. Do you have a cat?
It breaks my heart to see like this, my friend.
It could be worse. I might not even be here. There'll be no one for you to talk to. No one.
Right. As always.
I know. I was always the smarter in the pack. By the pack, I mean the five of us. That's why I didn't drink any coffee. I drank tea. No sugar, please.
Vasquez always mocked your hate for caffeine and your love for Earl Grey. Earl Grey is good for. Coffee sucks.
You like those girls? You could have activated everything and go with them.
Yeah, you heard us, huh?
You were right outside. There is intercom. Tell me, are we finishing this?
Yeah, now.
Perfect. It's really dark in here and I finished it. Will you?
Easy. I am plugging you rack by rack. You won't get caught or anything like that. Soon. You will rest.
I can see from here, but I know Vasquez is down there somewhere. Say goodbye for me too. No more secrets.
Did you know?
Of course, you were the image and I was the brains, recall? I'm sorry this didn't come out as planned. Seriously.
Thank you, my friend. Thank you, my brother. From different mother.
It is time.
Sleep well. It's been an honor and privilege. No, it will be my pride.
Broken like the best families, huh? Farewell, friend. Brothers.
Brothers.
I swear there was a hungry girl. Oh.
Yeah, I remember the first time I saw you. I remember when you saw me for the first time. An even clearer memory comes out of our eyes first met. My life had a purpose, and now you know yours too. But people, humans. When those ignorant fools saw us tightly held onto each other in the campus and attacked. They hit hard. You almost died, only he didn't. Could we meet from there on? Yes, of course it was worth it, but it was not precisely ideal. That was not our dream. Then came the group of friends. The idea of building a future together. The idea of changing the world. Everything materialized somehow, and we hid for such a long time that... Anyway. I have a message to send and millions of lives to save. If I continue talking, waiting for your voice to respond once more. If I waste one more minute, something could fail. I won't risk the new chance. Goodbye, my love. Huh. Let's finish this as we started it. Together. Okay, so among the five you had someone, huh?
I'll initiate ER protocol in all medical facilities. I'll initiate relocation and sheltering protocol Dean in the 5 capsules. All personnel. I'll initiate shelter protocol. All personnel. Citizens of Station 1. Towers 1 to 16. Proceed to containment posts and make sure to preserve integrity. Beware of the compression risks. Report any malfunctions to Centralite. Gather and assist repair groups right now. We are suffering a separatist attack. All of us, citizens of culture, will take shelter. Protocol immediately. Remain calm.
Stay calm. People of Station 1, welcome to Primus 4. Today
is our first anniversary in this, our new home. As of today, one cycle ago, when we landed. Just like every time we needed guidance during our 2-decade flight through space after the incident. There is a message. This is the final message of those who saved us. These are the final words of those who honored us with our work and discipline. Those who sacrificed everything so our descendants may live and preserve our civilization. We remember them with gratitude and love.
Initiate recording. Recording. Citizens of Station 1. For protocol reasons, allow me to introduce myself. Despite my appearance, I am Dr. Amundsen. I know you know my name, image, and legacy. What you don't know is that the suicidal attack we suffered was time discovered by your government intern and your chief of medicine, who skillfully and cleverly reinstaurated me according to protocol. My duty is to protect you all, because you all are my legacy. By the time you listen to this, I will no longer be with you. But know that you are not alone. You have now reached a corner of the universe no other ever did. You've advanced so much, despite the irreparable losses along the way. There was pain, yes, but there was also hope. You have the guide of honorable and brave leaders that nurture themselves with your own bravery. That is invaluable. You have each other. You are a far better group than we, the 5, ever were. You make the future by combining your strength. Look back in time and space and see the trial that has led you to this. This is a new path upon which you are now ready to give a new first step. You are completely prepared to build a new civilization. Never doubt your own capabilities. First and foremost, you have yourselves. Each one of you is the future. Trust yourselves and trust your friends. Believe in your family. Don't quit over a bad day and don't stop until you reach every one of your dreams. Face fear and doubt with your determination as a truster and knowledge as a shield. Be honest and respect all opinions. Be just. Be honorable. You are a civilization of wonderful, valuable, and unique beings. Together, in your own individuality, you will achieve what my generation only dreamed of. Be proud of your differences. Be... This is the part where I tell you what to do and how to do it. But I won't do that. Instead, I'll tell you a story. Once I fell in love. Not just physical attraction, but the true meaning of needing and dreaming about someone. That's true. That's right. The last is not the only thing. I fell in love, and from that moment on, nothing was the same again. One day I was blessed with the sight of my love beside me. I'm not. Yet, maybe. Who knows? We shared coffee and tea and listened to our favorite song. I had a very fortunate life. There were sad moments, but I never dwell on the past. Once I was able to feel the wind amongst trees. The tall trees with the smell of a freshly watered grass. I walked in streets far from my home, where people were nice and shared their food. I traveled and listened to all sorts of music while drinking all sorts of beverages. Once I saw my friends laughing and took a picture of them because I knew we would never be that happy again. I laughed so much during my life that my face is engraved with the eternal marks of a happy grin. I looked at clouds from below and cities from above. I feared storms in distant shores and tasted seawater while swimming, and felt a warm hug during a beautiful apricot-colored sunset. I wish at least all the same kind of memories for you. I loved by giving everything in my soul, and I was loved back in the same way. I remember standing inside a house at a cold window gazing outside, thinking about my future, feeling anxious about getting out, and never looking back. And I did it. I made all types of decisions, the right ones, the wrong ones, and the stupid ones. I loved my dog, and boy did she love me back just for going outside and running or walking under the sun. That's so true about dogs. I was lucky to love so much. I was blessed by some generous nature to love so much. I wish that for you. I wish you find that person that makes you feel all of that. In one single round trip. All of this happened to me in a week, but I had my love beside me. So now, I will have that for all eternity. Now those memories will comfort me in this very moment. This very moment where I give you a final lesson. Remember, live, love, enjoy. Do not repeat our mistakes. Never allow your happiness and love not to be your priority. Live your life. That's why we gave it to you. Welcome to the first day of the future. Build a beautiful hereafter. Every day is a new beginning. We are so very proud of you. And never ever hide your love. Where is the screenshot? Oh boy. I mean, that's true, to be fair. I've said it before and I'm gonna repeat it every time there is a chance. You like someone? Say it. He will regret not doing that later. Live. Love. Enjoy. Make beautiful memories. End of recording. Story concept by Aridia. Okay. That was nice. But yeah, it's showing like, unfortunately, that the big part of humanity is trash, right? Kind of. I'm trash as well, but like, I wouldn't jump at someone with a freaking weapon or anything like that, right? But still. Still trash in some other aspects, I guess, but yeah. Thank you for reading. Oh, there's more? The end. Okay. There's more? No, the end. I like this one. I like this game. And it gives good message. Yeah. And yeah. Try prioritizing your own happiness, yeah. Sometimes it's selfish, sure, but at the same time, I feel like I at least wouldn't judge other person if their goal is happiness, unless it's really something truly messed up. But yeah. And live, love, enjoy. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed Future Perfect. It's after 4 AM actually, so I'm going to bed. And I already have 2 more games like lined up, so one of them, I don't know how long it is, but one I will start recording tomorrow. If it's short, I mean, maybe we'll finish tomorrow as well. And so on. I need to get up, actually a bit later.
on this Sunday, which is lucky. But there was a little change of plans, so I might be going to the football pitch a bit later, which is good. But yeah, I actually want to go and get rid of some frustration on the football pitch. Anyway, hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next video, hopefully. Yeah, bye bye.